This is the last video on a 3-part series on how to convert your summer internship. I've already dropped 2 videos on this, one focusing on week 1, one focusing on weeks 2 to 6 or 2 to 8, the main part of the internship. Now this is for the last 2 weeks. This video will tell you what exactly you should be doing in the last 2 weeks. Step 1, you need to effing double down. In parts 1 and 2 of this series, I've emphasized finding out quickly what you're being assessed on and making sure a lot of your focus goes into excelling at those assessments. And I've also talked about asking people about their opinion on your work and what you can currently improve on. And now at this point in the final weeks, if you follow those steps, you should have a good indication of number 1, where you rank among the other interns, and number 2, if to be honest you get the offer or not. More times than not, you already know, you have that feeling. The way people talk to you is like you're already part of the team. You can just feel it. And when you have that feeling, it's very easy to take your foot off the pedal. Don't do that. Double down. Ask even more complex questions. Keep on taking those minutes. Keep on networking with people. Double down more and more. In fact, you want to reinforce the fact that you should get this effing job. Everything you've been doing in weeks 2 to 8 that works, networking, working long nights, good presentation skills, double down even more. What you want is when your name comes up, it's like there's no opposition to you getting a return offer. That's what you want. But what should you do if you're 50-50? If you're not sure if you get it or not, start making sly comments to the analysts and to the associates. You can start saying stuff like, yeah, when I come back next year, I want that to be my seat. I wouldn't mind sitting next to you. Make comments like that and watch their facial expression. If your work is shit, you'll see them almost feel irritated by the fact that you think you'll be coming back here. And if your work is good, the facial expression will give it away, because although they might not be involved in the hiring process, they got hired by those same people last year. So they actually know what they're looking at, if it's good or not. So they can tell you for fact. So even though they can't tell you for fact, you'll just get that aura and that vibe from them. The vibes. There's one time where the vibes actually matter. You get the vibes. I hate that word vibes. Fuck. Okay, back to the video. Now for step 2. This is called making alternatives. Unfortunately, just due to how intense the internship is, you might have effed up in weeks 2 to 8. And you know for sure deep down, you'll not get this job at Bank of America. You just know that it's just right there. You can just see it. What should you do? Honestly, it really depends on how bad you were. If you're borderline, what you can try and do is have an honest conversation with someone on your team that's not involved in the hiring process and ask them, hey, I don't think I want to convert this internship. What would you like to see from me that I can show to other people that can increase my chances? And this will vary from team to team, but have that honest conversation. Like, you lose nothing at this point because you're not sure yourself. And they will tell you what skills you can show in 2 weeks that can improve your chances or what you should do. And to be honest, that's the best thing you can do. Ask someone, hey Emeka, I've not been doing that well the last 3 to 4 weeks. I recognize that, but I really want this job. What can I do in the last 2 weeks? Or what can I show you or show the manager that you think will improve my chances? And I'll give some advice. Also, you might want to consider a different strategy. If you feel like you're not going to get a return offer, it's probably because the quality of your work isn't up there. And maybe you should move your strategy from trying to be a top performer to a good performer that fits very well in the team and bank culture. End of the day, if you're a good performer, you can get the job done. But if you're a perfect team fit, the teamwork could be on a different level, and that actually matters. Being able to gel very well with the team matters a lot. So what you should do is be gauging it. If you're seeing from week 3 to 4, these 10 other guys from LSE are way smarter than me. Be honest with yourself, the Oxford, LSE, the Bocconi guys, they might be way smarter than you, and that's fine. Like, honestly, it's fine. You have to play a different game. You have to then try and emphasize maybe your presentation skills, maybe your teamwork skills. Try and make that stand out more, because you can't play the game they're playing. They are getting work done 2, 10, 15, 1 hour before you. Like, skill is skill. you try and show a different skill that will put you in a good light. Something that you can always do is improve your presentation skills. That requires practice, and that's actually something you can improve during the internship. Double down on something like that. Now, if you know your situation is very dire, there's no point waiting the last 2 weeks. Like, if you know for sure there's no way, like there's literally no way you convert it, start applying for jobs in different banks on different teams as soon as possible. Don't wait till the last 2 weeks. Like, sometimes it's so bad that you know for sure I didn't make the cut. Start finding a new job as soon as possible, because if you wait the last 2 weeks, numbers and headcounts are being wrapped up. And sometimes it might be that, you know what, in your team, you guys didn't gel that well, but maybe you're able to network with someone on a different team and actually like you a bit better. Ask the question, hey, is there an open headcount in your team? Like, blatantly ask that question and start to make moves. I'll end the series on this note and hope you guys have liked this short 3-video series so far. What I'll say is, or how I'll end is, there are 2 types of biases that I want to talk about: primary versus recency bias or effect. Obviously, primary means in front, recency means recent. There's a bias for people to remember either stuff that they just looked at, so like right now, or remember stuff that happened before. What I'll say is, for the summer internship, there's more of a primary bias. People remember you based on how the first 4, 5, 6 weeks went, not the last 4 weeks. I promise you. Like, once you make a good impression and you know F it up, it's hard for you to come down in people's eyes. That will work a lot better than starting slow and trying to win the hearts over time. In your summer internship, hit the ground running from day one. From day one, be proactive, be keen, and show people why you should get the role. There's a primary bias. I'm not sure why, but hey, we're humans, we have different biases. And I'll say this primary bias effect is even more exacerbated because the quality of your work during the internship will go down over time. It's probably your first time working, and then on top of that, you're working long hours, intense work, networking, events. The quality of your work will go down over time. Not by much, but your best work will be in the earlier weeks of the internship. Anyone that's done an internship can tell you this for fact. Your best work will be earlier on when you have more energy. Again, another reason to double down at the start of the internship. Don't wait till the end to try and recover or try and show people why they should hire you right now in the last 2 weeks. No. Start from week effing day one. Start from day one. Because yes, it's just converting a summer internship, but think about it. You convert a summer internship at a bank, at a law firm, at EY, at KPMG. That sets you up properly, more or less for life. I'm not saying you'll be rich, but you'll be more than comfortable. I promise. Like, look at the average salaries of bankers in London for Analyst 1. I've talked about this before. Based on recent figures, we can see it's around 80 to 100k. Like, plain and simple. The average salary in UK is 28, 32k. You'll be earning maybe 100k straight out of university. Spend those nights reading, learning, and yeah, you'll sow what you reap, or reap what you sow. I messed that up, but hope you enjoyed the video, like it, and I'll see you in the next one.